Okay, let's do this. Actually got up before my alarm went off today. Went into the bathroom and then I stepped on the scale. Again, ate carnivore yesterday, ate meat and eggs, and somehow gained a pound. Like, you gotta be effing kidding me. So I was like, screw it, I'm gonna take the day off. But then I laid there for a second and decided that, of course, I'm not gonna take the day off of the walk. So we're gonna walk. I don't understand, though. Again, don't understand metabolism and biochemistry sometimes. I also just realized I forgot my headphones, so because I was just like, get out of the door and get walking. So, all right, nature sounds today. I wear the white on purpose since this is early in the morning. As you can tell, maybe you can't tell, it's actually a little darker. It's getting progressively darker since we've been doing this for a month. But I wear it so that I'm visible. And I just startled somebody who was walking her dog. I said, good morning. She's like, oh, I didn't see you. I'm like, how? And then another guy parked his car. And I swear, in the direction I was walking, and I swear he didn't even know I was there. I'm like a ghost. The other thing going on right now is, they talk about fasted exercise as a part of this whole thing. I am fasted because we ate early, and my stomach is like, are you going to feed me? No, stomach, I'm not going to feed you. Deal with it. I've headed back into the side streets because there's just, too much traffic and noise, and do I want to be breathing that car exhaust? It's okay, buddy. I'm just walking here. It's all right. Dog number 1 still barking. Dog number 2 barked for a little bit and then stopped. And that older guy, I think, who has turned his garage into a screen porch thing, was sitting out there again. So we waved. But it's been a couple of weeks since I've walked this way. All right. I'm sure I look like a fool holding my phone and talking to anyone that's watching, but it's a thing, okay? Well, that's a funky, interesting carporty house dealie. It's got its own separate wings. I don't need to show their house on camera, though. This house I'm walking next to, though, is a metal roof, which is also unusual, but I like that. I think those are pretty cool. So they're expensive, but they last longer. Maybe one of these days. Maybe when I build the shed, I'll put a metal roof on it. Well, that's cool. It's an old international pickup truck. As you may or may not recall, my dad sold for International Harvester when I was a kid. We had always Travel-Alls, which was kind of like a Suburban. They're big, and I think maybe one time he brought home a Scout, and those are super cool. So, no, somebody's out, so now I'm filling myself in front of somebody. See you, bye. I just had another positive interaction with somebody who was, out, and it just highlighted for me that, I don't know, and I'm not casting aspersions, but when I went and got the mail yesterday, there was somebody who was walking, and his walking was perfectly timed to cross my driveway as I was crossing the street from getting my mail. And dude didn't even make eye contact, didn't even turn his head, which, he's got whatever he's got going on. But I just think that's odd. I don't know. People are nice if you give them the opportunity to be, for the most part. Here I am out in the suburbs. But we've talked about this before. A good morning, a simple good morning. Obviously I'm just out walking for exercise. So I'm not a threat, I hope. I hope nobody perceives me as that way. This is too philosophical. I should have brought my headphones. And she's still out, but while I'm far enough away, I know maybe that's flowers, not her flowered colored shirt. It is humid. It is sticky today. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna need a shower when I get home. I mean, I always take a shower when I get home. Nice cold one, but by the way, I haven't talked about that. You know how quickly you can get used to taking cold showers? A couple of days, doesn't take long at all. So give that a shot. Still at it. Kind of the last part of this side street dead ends on itself back here. And I got a hill. So that'll good. Hill climbing's good. Good for the heart rate and all that crap. Duke Energy's got some things to say there. At the end of this cul-de-sac, it looks like they've made themselves a pickleball court. That's kind of cool. Oh, Heineken sign in the garage. Oh, that was funny. I am properly perspiring, but I just remembered that I hadn't said to you guys, one of the things I've been thinking about during this walking is that when we used to walk around the building and inside the building at work when a couple years ago when I was going to the office and when I lost that 60, one of my slender colleagues who was, approaching, we were contemporaries pretty much. I think she's a little younger than I am, not too much. I did at one point say, well, what do you do? Because she and her husband actually got into this, the whole like breathing, I can control my body temperature and not get cold in cold water guy. And I can't remember what his name is, Mr. Freeze though. I asked her and she said, a lot of walking. Okay, I'm hoping. An hour a day. Of course, all the benefits that I had gotten up until a week ago have since evaporated after a couple of days of eating carbs, even though I was still, again, in a caloric deficit. Can you tell I'm a little ticked about that? I'm really frustrated with my metabolism right now. We'll see what happens over the weekend. I didn't record it on the way down, but now that I'm coming back, there's a little bit of green space down here, like official green space. And if we were to look at the map, it does actually back up, and it looks like people have an entry point into the green space there, like it's a little trail, back up towards the neighborhood where my in-laws used to live, coming across the street and walk on that side down. I'm not gonna dive into their woods and check it out, but ooh, spooky in there, ooh. Well, the watch did its thing again and turned off my walk at some point and had just started a new one, which was good. I just don't even understand. This thing is freaking out. I think maybe it's the sweat that gets underneath it. Maybe it's the way I swing my arms when I walk. I don't know. We have an obstruction. Going inside. You ready for my glasses to fog up? I'm going in the front door because my kid will be coming out here soon. It's a little steamy out there. Well, now it's time to get the workday started. Seems like I've already done a lot. What's that sound I hear? I know what the sound is. It is the sound of Trevor riding his motorcycle to work today because it's not going to rain. It's supposed to be a beautiful day. And there we go. See you, dude. Zoom, zoom. Kind of jealous. All right, some cut up sausage and some eggs. Cooked in bacon fat, bacon grease that I've saved. Let's do it. Well, what do you know? The past 2 days I've got the siding up on the house. Almost all of it. See, there's a little strip over there above that window, but now we know what it's going to look like. Concrete down, siding up, good for you. After a month of nothing, suddenly stuff. All right. I've reached a milestone. Up to 270, and it's only taking me 3 years. Thanks, everybody. advanced.